Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn Renee McDonald for Practical Spirituality Live here in Virginia Beach. And today, what Spirit is guiding me to talk to you about, I just want to get the, I just want to change up the energy here today. Ooh, because it's pretty wild Thursday. All right, so I'm going to do my saging as usual. But what Spirit wants me to talk to you about today, what they're guiding me to talk to you about, is really neat shit. It's guided by my soul, all right? And everything is always guided by your soul. As many of you know, I just moved to a new house, okay? And what happened in 2019 for me and many of you that is happening is I've worked very hard for 10 to 12 years before I even came out in public on my spiritual journey, and then lifetimes before that. And I asked God for many huge things. I asked God to be a master spiritual teacher. I asked God for a shopping center. I asked God for an amazing, beautiful house. I ask God, to have many spiritual businesses, and I ask God to be truly authentically happy, for enlightenment and for lots of money. And like people will say, well, you're a spiritual teacher, you shouldn't want a lot of money. Money, meaning money, energy, and all of these things are really for my dreams. What I have asked God to happen is all about, not just on a personal level from self-love for me, it is about a huge level of changing the collective consciousness here. So money energy is one thing in Earth world that we need to have, all right, or helps and assists us in many ways, okay, from love. All right, where we balance earth world metaphysical and earth world reality. In other words, metaphysical, rather, top metaphysical love energy, that is Christ consciousness, love in its purest form, with metaphysical, with earth world in the metaphysical. I hope that made sense. All right, um, so the reason I'm talking about all this is because I asked God for so many amazingly huge dreams and huge gifts. And I remember in the middle of my journey, all right, because I asked to be a master, top of the line spiritual teacher, and that's how I got to this place. Everything I asked God for in 2019, between 2016, 17, 18, 19, last 5 years, I've worked my ass off for this with spirit and love energy. And I'm okay with that, right? When I say my ass off for this, maybe I should clear, heal, and change that consciousness, because that's not necessary to think and believe and do where you're working your ass off. Let's just ask God to clear, heal, and change all that. But let's also ask that this consciousness that is in me, that believes that I had to work my ass off, and that's the way it is. Let's clear, heal, and change all of that as well, and that whole consciousness in me and all of us here and now, please, in our souls and all we are, be, say, do, and create, and all that it is in the best way for us to know something better. Thank you, God, for that for us. So when we do these YouTubes, you're actually getting energy clearing and clearing in your soul, all right? If this, and in all that you are, and this is all part of my gifts and what I share with the world and what we're doing here. So when I went on this journey with Spirit, back to the main topic here, as I go in all different directions with God, it's just who I am, right? And many of you guys, when you're super spiritually gifted, you do the same thing, okay, or variations of this, right? All right, so basically, the stuff that I asked for God, I remember saying, in the middle of my 12 to 15 years before I even came out in public as a spiritual teacher, healer, and healer, so to speak, is the word that they're telling me it's okay to use that, because this is all part of metaphysics and metaphysical gifts and your tools. So as this kind of person that I am, a God love energy being, okay, I worked on myself for 12 to 15 years behind closed doors with God, all right, and with different various teachers before I even came out into public, all right. So that is something that a lot of people don't know, okay? And also, during that journey, all right, remember I just said in the beginning, I asked God for all of these things, right? I asked God for a ton of really, really big shit, to be able to change the world and to have great things for me from love simultaneously, because this mission isn't about just changing the world. It is about healing and changing us, healing and changing the world, okay? And it is about doing what it takes from love in the space and living your greatest life and to be that, okay? And in order to have your dreams met, you got to work on you and you got to work with love energy all the time. So in the middle of my journey of being in my space with God, I remember about like halfway through, I remember thinking and being in this space with Spirit and being like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want to do this anymore. And I was like, Spirit, I was like, how much fucking shit could one person have to clear? How much is enough? And you know what they said to me? They said to me, you asked for this. You want to be a super amazing fucking top of the line metaphysical teacher, Lynn? And I was like, well, yeah. And they said, and you want to have a shop and you want to have a center and you want to have a beautiful house and home and you want to have all these tools that you need and you want to have a truck and a car and this and that and everything that you want and the greatest family from love and the greatest of everything that you're asking us for, right? I'm almost, they said to me, they said to me, you want to have all these things, all right? And they said, you asked for this. You asked for these things. If you want to be all these great things and build this amazing spiritual business and change the world and be the teacher and amazing being that you showing us and telling us and asking to be, right? They said, then you must do this work. And they said, you asked for this. So anytime you're doing clearing work, it's all based on what you ask God for your greatest life. Remember that, because that was really a huge awakening for me. I was like, wow. I was like, holy shit, they're right. I did ask for this. I asked to be this guy because I know that my soul came in here to change the world. You know that your soul came in here to do that too. You fucking know, right? Okay. So that said, I wanted to share with you that bit and piece for today, but I also wanted to share with you that recently in 2019, so much stuff came to a head. I mean, we started my shopping center last year. We're now getting ready to expand. And in January, Spirit's like, you're going to be moving. You're going to get a new house. You're going to expand the shopping center. You are going to do a website. You're going to do this. And I'm like, oh my God. Because everything I've asked God for is coming to fruition, which means I've done my spiritual work, which means if it's coming true in your manifested earth world reality here in 2019, that 3 God year, that active God year, means you're in alignment with Spirit and love energy and you're making your dreams happen. Okay, so this is one part of this YouTube segment that I really needed to talk about and with Spirit, okay, that they wanted me to tell you about, that everything is in alignment with what you ask God for. Because they said to me, oh, you're complaining, you're bitching, you're moaning that you want to do this spiritual work. And that's okay, Lynn. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to, Lynn, because you asked us for this. You don't have to be that spiritual teacher. You don't have to have that shopping center. You don't have to do anything. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And if you don't want to do it, it is okay from love. And I was like, I was like, wow. I was like, oh my God. Because you know what? This is who I am and this is what I got to do, because I must follow in my heart what I came here to do from love in my soul for myself, and to not only in a personal soul level, but to also change the world from love, because this is just the beings that we are here. If you're watching my YouTube, you're top of the line, super high vibing, spiritual being who's come here to change this world, and it's like, you can't even fucking stop yourself, right? It's almost like I remember this one astrologer that I used to see all the time, and I freaking love him. He said to me, he said, enlightenment, he says, it's like a bad disease. And I used to start laughing when he said that, because he's right. You know, it makes people crazy, because it's such an amazing love energy space to be in with God and within yourself. What a fucking gift that is. It's so incredible, because there was a time when my whole life was filled with so much suffering. That's why I do this work. I don't want that suffering for me. I don't want that fucking suffering for you. And so I asked God, I said, hey man, I want to give this to people in a drink. I want to give this to people in a drink, you know. I want to give enlightenment to them in the easiest, quickest way. And this is what they taught me. They said to me, okay, and this is how I evolved into this spiritual teacher that teaches what Christ taught, and how my whole life went in alignment with this to teach and change not only my life in the best, fastest, quickest, easiest way, but your lives as well, because I have the formula. We all have the formula, and this is what they gave me, because I was done suffering in my life. I don't want you guys to suffer. And so this tool all of the things that are tools in my life, and in this YouTube as well, is here and designed to help and assist you to live your greatest life, because this is the space I was in. I'm done fucking suffering, and I can tell you enlightenment is the greatest drug, amazing way of being in this lifetime that has ever existed, and is the only way, and is the only true authentic happiness that exists. All right. Anything less than that is a less than space of less than self-love and all love in the healthiest, best way at the highest vibrational level. Okay. So when I ask God to give it to everybody in a drink, basically what they said to me is, here's how you do that. Here's how you do that. You give them all the tools and gifts that we have taught you and that you've lived your life by, because I live, breathe, eat, sleep, drink, am this, okay? So this is my journey. This is what my soul came in here to do. Hands down, I don't give a shit if anyone likes me or not, or really cares, or thinks I'm in an ego space or not really, or likes, as long as I'm teaching what is the God's honest truth from love, and I'm in that space, nothing else matters. Okay, and this is what my soul came in here to do. So it doesn't matter about people's unwell opinions and stuff, or of what I teach and all of that garbage, because what I am is what I am. And it doesn't matter what people think that it is that I am, because I know who I am within myself, my heart, love, highest heart, self, love, energy space with God. I know that. Okay? And this is what all nature knows. They are what it is that they are. They live in that moment, and it doesn't give a shit what you think of it or what you believe about it. It's like you can't tell somebody they're not what it is that they are. Okay? So in this space with God, that's how it is. That's how love energy is. It's an amazing space to be in. They gave me these tools to teach everybody here, to share with the world. Okay? So my 12 to 15 years to get to fucking enlightenment has been streamlined into the quickest, easiest, healthiest, best way to get that across the board, that exists in this reality, any reality, and all that is. And the secret is to talk with love energy and work with God 24/7 all the time. All right. Now, I don't make this stuff up. All right. You will, if you do what I teach, you will know for sure, and you will feel it in your heart, because this is the truth. This is the truth of your fastest way to enlightenment and your greatest life, because I'm done fucking suffering. Okay. And that's why I do the work that I do. Okay. So this video is about this. Okay. You will have your dreams met, especially in 2019. They will really start to manifest, and everything piled on me in like January. I was like, oh my God, I'm moving. I'm getting a new house. I'm expanding my shopping center. I'm going all over the country. More and more opportunities are opening up for what I asked God for. I got the YouTube. I'm like, oh my God. It's very overwhelming. So I ask God, thanks God for the best way to balance this. Thanks God for the best way to handle this. Thanks God for the best focus, clarity, gifts, tools, everything I need to manage in the healthiest, best way and be in this space with love and make my dreams happen, all of them in the healthiest, best way for me, and all the tools, people, gifts, love, energy, money, finances, all good health, happiness, joy, love, everything that I need from love in its purest form to make all the things that I ask you for happen on this journey. Thank you, God, for that for me. And thank you, God, for this gift for everybody here, if they so desire it, to make their dreams happen as well, and to clear, heal, and change any and all blocks in them that stop that from happening. All right. Thank you for these gifts. For everybody who so desires them, who watches my YouTube video, and for myself as well, of clearing, healing, change, and creation that we've just asked for today in this YouTube, in our souls, and in all we are, be, say, do, and create, and in all that it is in the best way for us and all, or something better. And thank you, God, for that for us, because all my magic is your magic. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk to you about. I was going to do another YouTube on gratitude, so that'll be coming probably tomorrow, because this new house experience has been pretty freaking wild. So just remember, 2019 is about your dreams happening, and I'm sharing my story with you so you can get really truly who I am, as well as truly who you can be with all your dreams and your wishes. You just ask God for whatever you want to create, and you make it happen, and you clear, heal, and change anything that is in you that stops that, and you work with the highest form of love energy all the time. And if you don't, and you balance that and work in earth world reality as well as from here, governed by here, in this space here, all of the time within this earth world reality, and you work with God 24/7 as much as possible, possible or love energy as much as possible, you don't become me. You become the greatest you came here to be. That's the uniqueness of this reality, is that your soul came in here to be exactly who you are, as did mine. And we are super unique and super gifted, very much alike, but super, super different. And we're all part of the same team. We've come here to experience our greatest us individually within ourselves, as well as with the collective consciousness and earth world reality right here, right now, this time, as well as change the world from the healthiest, best place of love, harmoniously and in the best way. And this is why we've come in here, and to live our greatest experience from love in all ways, all right, and help and assist not only ourselves, but all that is the collective consciousness, the world, this world, all dimensions, all love energy that is God, to be in that highest place of love. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today. Much love and many blessings, and go make your dreams happen, people, because 2019 is that 3 year, and it's gonna fucking rock your world if you work with spirit and do what I teach. Can't not happen. Cannot not happen at whatever level you want to take it to. Anywhere you want to go, you have all the power with love energy. Go do it. It's a love energy revolution. Much love. Have a great night.